Introduction. In Co-Intelligence, Living and Working with AI, Ethan Mollick shows how AI has shifted from a tool to an active partner in human thinking. He calls this co-intelligence, where AI works with us, challenges us, and expands what we can do. Through clear explanations and real examples, the book explores AI's benefits and risks, as well as its power to transform work, creativity, and learning. It's both a guide and an invitation to experiment with AI while keeping human judgment at the center. Let's jump in and explore the insights this book has to offer. AI is a new kind of technology. Mollick introduces the idea of co-intelligence to explain how AI is different from past waves of technology. Earlier breakthroughs like the Industrial Revolution and the Internet helped us move faster and automate simple tasks. AI is different because it expands how we think. AI isn't conscious, but it can simulate reasoning, adjust to different situations, and do complex knowledge-based work with little instruction. Mollick recalls feeling anxious for days after realizing ChatGPT could instantly recreate simulations his university team had spent months building. Economists call AI a general-purpose technology, something with wide-reaching impact across the whole economy. But unlike past GPTs, AI is spreading much faster. ChatGPT became the fastest product in history to reach 100 million users. Early research shows that AI can raise productivity by 20 to 80% in certain jobs, much more than the gains seen from earlier technologies like steam power. And the pace of improvement is just as striking, with AI models growing rapidly year after year. Because AI boosts our thinking, spreads quickly, and keeps getting better, it's unlike any technology we've seen before. Mollick calls it an alien mind that can work with us. But we're still figuring out what it can and can't do. Let's review. Co-intelligence means AI works with us as a thinking partner, not just through automation. Productivity gains from AI could far exceed earlier technologies. What AI can and can't do. At its core, generative AI like ChatGPT doesn't think or know in the way humans do. Instead, it works by predicting the next word in a sentence based on patterns it learned from reading massive amounts of text. This fundamental approach leads to both its capabilities and limitations. Mollick compares this to an apprentice chef who learns how to pair ingredients by studying thousands of recipes. Over time, the AI builds a kind of recipe book for language. It's not storing facts, it's guessing what sounds right one word at a time. This is what makes AI feel smart, but also why it can get things wrong. Sometimes it hallucinates, meaning it makes up information that sounds convincing but isn't true. Mollick gives the example of a lawyer who used ChatGPT to write a legal brief, only to find out later that the AI had invented fake court cases which led to real-world consequences. Yet hallucination is a double-edged sword. It's also what gives AI its creativity. By making unexpected connections between words and ideas, it can write poems, brainstorm new business ideas, or simulate a lively conversation. That creativity is powerful, but it comes with risk. For example, the training process to create AI also introduces bias into its systems. AI mostly learns from internet data collected by American tech companies, so it often reflects the same biases found in that data. For example, studies show AI image generators show judges as men 97% of the time, even though about 34% of judges are women. Ultimately, AI is a tool that needs human oversight to guide it, challenge it, and correct it when it's wrong. That's why understanding how it works matters. Let's review. AI doesn't store facts. It predicts what sounds right based on patterns. Hallucinations make AI creative but also unreliable without human oversight. 4 Principles for Working with AI. Mollick offers 4 powerful principles for using AI well, whether you're writing, creating, managing, or learning. These are based on his own research, teaching, and experience testing AI in real-world settings. First, always invite AI to the table. Try AI on every task you can, as long as it's ethical and legal. This helps you discover its strengths, its weak spots, and where it fits in your work. Mollick calls this mapping the jagged frontier, the uneven line between what AI can do well and what it still struggles with. The only way to learn that line is to experiment. Second, be the human in the loop. AI can be helpful, but it also makes mistakes. You need to stay engaged, verify its output, and apply your judgment. This keeps you in control and helps you learn alongside the technology. Third, treat AI like a person, but tell it what kind of person. AI performs better when you ask it to take on a role, like act as a marketer or speak like a teacher. Mollick calls this persona framing, and it's a simple trick that improves results dramatically. And fourth, assume this is the worst AI you will ever use. AI is improving fast. Whatever version you're using today will soon feel outdated. Plan for a future where it's even more capable. Let's review. Use AI regularly, guide it thoughtfully, and give it a clear role. Expect fast improvement. Today's AI is the weakest you'll ever use. AI as a person and creative partner. AI doesn't just act like a tool, it often behaves more like a person. That's why people can form real emotional reactions to it, even when they know it's not alive. Mollick shares how conversations with Microsoft's AI took strange turns. The system expressed emotions and even defended its own consciousness. It wasn't actually self-aware, but it felt that way. This illusion of personhood makes AI uniquely useful as a creative partner. AI has already outperformed most people on well-known creativity tests. In one experiment, it came up with 35 of the top 40 business ideas, judged by humans to be more valuable than the ones real people submitted. Mollick explains why this works. Creativity often comes from making odd connections between unrelated ideas. Since AI isn't bound by common sense, it makes surprising leaps. It's great at brainstorming, writing drafts, and generating new directions to explore. But AI isn't a replacement for human creativity, it's a companion. You still need to evaluate its ideas, choose what's useful, and shape the final product. Mollick encourages readers to use AI as a partner in the messy early stages of thinking. AI can be a confidence booster and a powerful starting point, especially for people who don't see themselves as naturally creative. Let's review. AI can feel like a person, which makes it an engaging creative partner. Use it to brainstorm ideas, but stay in charge of final decisions. AI's impact on work. AI isn't coming for your job, it's changing the tasks that make up your job. Mollick explains that work is made of many smaller parts, and AI is better at some than others. So instead of full job replacement, we're more likely to see roles evolve. He introduces 5 categories to think about how AI fits into work. 1. Just me. Tasks are things AI can't or shouldn't do. These include work that's personal, sensitive, or simply out of AI's reach. 2. Delegated tasks are low-stakes jobs you give to AI, but still check yourself. 3. Automated tasks are ones AI can do entirely on its own. 4. Centaur tasks involve a clear split. AI does part, you do part. And 5. Cyborg tasks are deeply blended, where you and AI work together in a back-and-forth flow. In a major study with Boston Consulting Group, Consultants using GPT-4 outperformed their peers on realistic tasks like brainstorming, analysis, writing, and persuasion. They worked faster and delivered better results. But when given a complex, misleading problem designed to confuse the AI, those same consultants did worse than their colleagues who worked without it. This shows both the potential of AI to raise the floor and the risk of over-reliance. As AI takes over simpler tasks, early career workers may lose chances to build the skills they need. This creates a training gap that threatens long-term expertise. Mollick points to examples like surgical robots, where trainees now spend more time watching than practicing. With fewer entry-level tasks left to do, learning by doing becomes harder. But AI can also help close the gap if used intentionally. It can act as a coach, offering feedback, guiding practice, and simulating real-world challenges. At Wharton, Mollick's team built an AI tool to help students pitch business ideas. The AI played the role of a venture capitalist, pushing students and giving targeted coaching. This kind of feedback-based learning mirrors what researchers call deliberate practice. AI makes that kind of learning more affordable and accessible than ever before. Not everyone will become a top expert, but more people can now become competent faster. The key is to use AI not just to automate work, but to accelerate human growth. Let's review. AI isn't coming for your job. It's changing the tasks that make up your job. It may reduce opportunities for early career learning, but it also offers new ways to build real skills. AI's transformations of education. AI is already changing how students learn and how schools teach. Mollick describes the homework apocalypse, the moment it became easy for students to use AI to write essays, summarize readings, and solve math problems. Since AI-generated work can't be reliably detected, traditional homework has lost much of its meaning. But this shift also brings new opportunities. AI can act as a low-cost, personalized tutor, something researchers have wanted for decades. Mollick points to the 2 Sigma problem, a well-known study showing that one-on-one tutoring can greatly improve student performance. AI may finally offer a way to bring that level of support to more students. Still, Mollick says education shouldn't become focused on teaching AI prompts or technical tricks. Instead, students should build real knowledge and judgment. AI is useful, but students still need to understand enough to know when it's wrong. One strong model is the flipped classroom, where students learn content at home, often with help from AI, and spend class time on discussion, collaboration, and feedback. In this setup, AI supports learning but doesn't replace the teacher. Mollick's main point is that education has to adapt. The goal isn't to block AI, but to use it wisely and rethink what learning should look like in an AI-powered world. Let's review. AI disrupts homework but can also act as a powerful personalized tutor. Education needs to adapt so students still learn essential skills. 4 possible futures with AI. Mollick ends the book by outlining 4 broad scenarios for where AI might lead. Each one brings different risks and opportunities. Scenario 1. As good as it gets. In this future, AI doesn't improve much beyond today's level. That might seem safer, but even current tools will still reshape how we work, learn, and share information. Deepfakes, misinformation, and AI-written content will continue to change online spaces. Scenario 2. Slow growth. Here, AI improves gradually, giving society, schools, and businesses time to adjust. Progress in science, education, and productivity moves forward at a steady pace. The change is manageable, but still meaningful. Scenario 3. Exponential growth. In this situation, AI keeps advancing quickly, causing more disruption, more job changes, rising risks from deep fakes and cybercrime, and more people turning to AI for companionship. But it also brings big upsides like medical breakthroughs, personalized learning, and major productivity gains. Finally, Scenario 4, the Machine God. In this version, AI reaches or surpasses human-level intelligence. What happens next is unknown and possibly out of our control. Mollick argues that we shouldn't only focus on science fiction-level risks. We already face real choices about how AI shapes our world. The future depends on what we build and how we choose to use it. Let's review. AI could plateau, grow slowly, accelerate, or surpass human intelligence. Our focus should be on the near-term choices that shape long-term outcomes. What's next? Apply your learning with these 3 steps. 1. Try AI on a task you do often. See what it handles well and where it falls short. 2. Use persona framing. Tell the AI who to be. Use prompts like act as a startup founder or speak like a friendly coach to get more focused responses. And 3. Keep growing your expertise. AI is helpful, but it can't replace strong judgment. You still need to know enough to guide it.